Hey Paul, we just went through the site measurements then, get the levels of the valley floor plus the ridge lines. What sort of information will you gain from that sort of activity?
From what we've done here today, the levels we've taken in the base of the gully and up the side, so from there I'll be able to determine the amount of volume required to build the wall. So we can, using the survey data, I can locate the wall where we want it, I can locate where the spillway outlet will be, and then measure up the volume of water that the dam can hold and the volume of material in the wall that the landholder can then use to get a quote from a contractor to build it.
The first stage of building a dam, maybe this site mightn't be up, we get information back before, mightn't suit him, but at least he's got an option then. So what would be the next step he would go through, Paul, after this, if this is okay by him to say, yep, well, that's the size of dam I want?
Yeah, well, traditionally the stages we look at is do this initial investigation, have a look, find a site that we think suitable, do our levels, how we can work out our volumes and calculations on storage, things like that. And if it's the numbers of what the landholder likes and they adequately meet his water requirements, the next stage then is to go do some investigation of the soil. So what we're looking for there is we're looking for a suitable material. So it's not a suitable clay, it's not dispersive, it's not aggregating. We've got enough volume in the area we want to excavate from to build the wall, and there's no rock or rock shelves or floating rock within the site then that could make it hard to construct or potentially the dam leak. So that's the next stage. From that, the plans allow us to do a test bore plan or a log of where we can drill the holes, and then from there we can determine the depth to rock or the depth to the good clay, where the sediment in the gully line finishes, things like that. And then having that information allows me to draw up contours beneath the ground to work out the volume of material to see if it can match in the wall. If they all marry up, then we go to stage 3, which is then to finalise the design, to give some design requirements and specifications around how to construct the dam, the compaction, the water requirement, the compaction requirements, water in the wall that we need to get the right compaction and things like that. Then the landholder can use that information, the volumes, the capacities, the specifications, and to see competitive quotes off different contractors.
Yeah, so it's a good process, a number of decision points. The landholder can decide to keep going along these decision points or say, well, no, it's not going to be suitable. So I think it's a good process for planning dam sites and making a decision on whether or not this is a good site to build a dam and construct it, efficiently as we can, less cost, and to at least give the excavator or the contractor a good guide on what sort of materials he has to use and what the capacity of that material is to hold water.
Yeah, exactly, Albert, and that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to find a process that works with the landholders, so they're not having an initial high cost outlay to start with, and find out at stage 1 or stage 2 it's impractical. We're trying to step that stage through that's the most economical for the landholders, and also the feasibility of the project. So yeah, it's the most equitable process we can come to help a landholder get the final outcome he wants, which is a dam that meets his requirements.
Yeah, well, that's great, Paul. Thanks for coming out today. Certainly good information for landholders to think about when they're choosing their dam site.